Welcome back to episode 3 of the Raiders Log. Host Coach Tyler Dehart. Today we got
Coach Coby.
Coach Coby.
Yes, sir. How you doing? Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, Coach Coby, tell me a little bit about yourself. Let me hear the background of you.
Okay. Once again, everybody know me, Coach Coby. Yes, sir. Came in with the head coach, Coach Wimberly, 2 years ago, going on 3 years from Memphis, Tennessee. As we call it, Memphis 10. Came over here, been coaching high school, going close to 19 years for me. A little background for me. I love the high school atmosphere. I won the state championship in high school my junior year, and I lost one my senior year, and that sucks. You know, you always want to go out with a bang your senior year, but unfortunately I haven't. I coach. I went to play ball, junior college route first. I went to junior college first route, and after junior college, I attended Youngstown State in Ohio.
Okay.
Then once my playing day was over, I came back to my old alma mater, East High School, now at Memphis East High School now. I think they call it T-STEM, and I've been coaching ever since.
Okay. So, as far as coaching, obviously you've won a state championship as a player and as a coach as well, right? So what would you say what foundation do you have to set to kind of get to that point?
The biggest thing as a young athlete they have to realize is you got to take care of yourself first. You got to be willing to do it, sacrifice, go beyond what coach give you. Make that commitment, because the biggest thing is as far as commitment to a team, and now that we can commit to a team, then coach, we've been talking about the last couple of weeks, accountability for yourself, what you expect, what expect you to have for yourself, and also to your goals as far as going to college or beyond. Accountability. Then the third thing is always going to be discipline. A lot of kids don't want to have discipline first starting off, but you got to have discipline. And so once you get them three traits sets, then you'll start seeing the success of the state championship, thing like that. Yeah, you need some luck as far as injuries, the right calls, but it's going to take a group of guys. One thing I love about football is it's a team sport. It's a team sport. You have to play. You have to get your body in shape, mentally, physically, and spiritually. Because them hot summers, it's gonna get hot.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
It's gonna get hot. So once you do that, then you got collective guys once together. I don't care what coach calling for our play calling. I don't care what he calling. You know what I'm saying? If it's a good play, bad play, hey, I want to play for my brother beside me. And then the biggest thing for me was I did not want to let my brother down. Yeah. Because that's the worst feeling you can get. Because if you don't let your brother down, then you got to go home. So I was raised by my mom. So when I get home, my mom would give it to me. She didn't get it to me that day. She might give it to me before the weekend. Then you got to hear from your dad, then your family is, and then the worst world now with the social media now, it's the social media world.
Yeah, it's all over.
So it's everywhere. Yep.
Yep.
So now, but that's another topic, you know what I'm saying, we'll talk about. But now that's the three foundations for being successful to get to that state championship. And it's a good feeling. Yeah. It's a good feeling because it's a small percentage can say that leaving high school.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I know many people around here can say that in the past few years, or even in the past however many years. So going back to you as a coach, you're D-line coach, right? That's what you kind of prioritize yourself in. You played D-line in high school or in high school and college. So what do you teach your D-linemen? Where will you start?
The biggest thing you start is big guys come out of high school for the high school level is we got to get away from that table, man. We got to get away from that table. What I mean by table is all them. I tell the kids all the time, them jam wham whams, jam wham whams behind the pillow, in the dresser drawer, under the bed. We got to do that. We got to start our mentality for our movement. Then once the kids understand that, then we start working on stands. The biggest times things the high school lineman is we have bad hip flexor because we don't use it as a skill guy, or because a lot of our big guys don't play basketball, play other sports first starting off. So working with stands, from stands, then you start teaching like far as like the basic fundamentals, because you got to be, because I tell football all the time, football players we get this stereotype that we're dumb. We're not dumb. We're not dumb. You know what I'm saying? It's always one bad apple, everything you do, but no, we're not dumb. So we come from stands Let's get the stands down. Then we start shooting their hands, work on their hips, and then different drills that we do as far as put it on tape. You know what I'm saying? Because I tell my eyes on Scott never lie. So when with that film on, what you do, it's gonna show. So if you do it halfway, it's gonna show. If you go full speed, it's gonna show. If your technique's gonna show, everything's gonna show. So we got to make sure we do our part as far as knowing the game, as far as like watching film.
Yeah.
And there's another thing too though is we got to watch film as well. I know I jumped around a little bit, but that's the biggest thing that we got to work on. Like as far as stand starts, change our eating habits, whatever, style metabolism, little like that. That's go on hands with it. Like as far as just it's just all position, but definitely for the D line, O line.
Yeah, and I think it's important to understand what you're being asked of as far as football. And kids get to high school and they don't understand concepts, like simple concepts. They don't understand gaps. They don't understand holes on the side of the offense or blocking schemes. So I think you have to, when they get here, you got to make sure they have that, and that's kind of where you push from there.
Yeah, because you trying to play on the next level. Kind of sort of like the way the college has aspired now is, I tell you, any level now is you have what are you doing different from somebody else? Mm-hmm. And a lot of cats might be physical strong like that. Okay, that's fine. But what are you doing every day as far as if it's stretching, as far as technique, it's watching film, it's like I think when you do all those things, it's all you're doing being consistent, consistency. Because a lot of times it's easy to get to go the sidetrack being consistent, but now doing the right things every day. You know what I'm saying? Being disciplined every day, and so that's what stands us out from becoming average player to a good player or a great player as far as the high school level, as far as moving up. And so, like I said, I've been blessed. Coach guys to the NFL, coach guys NFL, coach guys to college. It was a lot of bumps and bruises, a lot of frustration moments. You know what I'm saying? But it's the process though. Yeah. I love the process. The process is always fun.
For sure. And it's good. It's nice to see those guys take that next step, and then you see their preparation in college gets a little bit more serious than maybe what it was in high school because you have to start preparing more. We've been talking about pregame music a lot. That's been one of the hot topics in the last two episodes. So going to pregame music, what would your go-to be?
Right now, it'd be Gorilla, Yeah Glow.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They get me started off, you know what I'm saying? Because it's the old school. That beat and stuff like that, man, the old school Project Pat, A-Ball, MJG, Player Fly. There's a lot of local Memphis rappers.
Okay.
That, and then also like it go from I have a lot of, you know what I'm saying, it's a variety. It depends on what I feel in that moment. Because, you know what I'm saying, because a lot of times in the high school level, if they see me down, the kids know something down. So I try to be hype. Trying to have fun, to get them in the spirit, like, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's get up and go.
And I think we're trying to do that a lot with the stuff that we got going on as far as the podcast and bringing kids on and trying to integrate that fun activity that the kids are doing and not just, hey, it's football practice and then you just go home and then come back for football practice and then just go home.
And that's the thing. Most athletes, especially, like, I'm always using the lineman because I always coach the lineman. It's not fun first starting off. We cry. We complain of it. Man, coach don't like me because he making me run. He make me put up my jam wham-whams. Yeah. No, man. It's like I told you. It's like your body is a jewel. Like if you put bad fluid or bad anything in your car, what's gonna happen? Your body's gonna. Mm-hmm. So we got to put up that. No, so it's a teaching moment though,
for sure.
Because a lot of times the kids don't know, and then searching for information now is depending on what page you go on to tell you anybody tell you the good things, you know what I'm saying, to make you happy, and then versus the reality. So that's the biggest thing. Far as to get them excited, far as to get them motivated and get them going. Because once they start seeing themselves, one thing about a big guy, once we start seeing muscles and things like that, we be like, yes sir, I'm back, baby.
Yeah.
Then it builds confidence.
For sure.
And so it do confidence on the field. Also, it becomes a confidence in the classroom as well too, because it go hands on hand. But I'm trying to get to my music playlist though. I had it wrote down. Apologize, be on my phone, but I'm gonna get to it though. I'm gonna give you my list. I'm gonna give you my real list.
Okay. All right. So if we go back to the past, you've been here for this will be your third year upcoming.
Correct.
All right. So is there a moment that's kind of stuck out to you the past 2 years that you can kind of look back to and like, I don't want to say cherish or maybe like, okay, like that moment sticks out to me more than others?
the biggest thing so far right now is it's the growth. It's the growth of, because every time it's hard. It's hard for adults. It's hard for definitely for young athletes. Is when we get a change in coaching. Change the atmosphere, change whatever. It comes to challenging. But like I see the progression from year one. They bringing their own different style from different coach. Year two, you start seeing the results. You put implementing the new head coach, his ways, how he want to run the program. Then year three, whatever, you still have kids. Okay, coach, I see it. And then we should be on like that, because our job is to, as far as here is, yes, it's if you win the district championship, that means you're going to the playoffs. And that's the big thing. We've been real close the last 2 years to getting the playoffs. And so now I think the kids start seeing it. Then once you get in the playoffs, how do you handle adversity?
Yep.
Because a lot of times, like we told the kids before, even I didn't tell you this at first. I won as a player, then I won as a coach at my same high school, and that's hard to do.
Yeah.
That's hard to do. And so for the playoffs is, what can we do for handling adversity? Because a lot of times you might win the game with big plays. You might win the game with special teams, but you have to win 2 or 3 out of, out of the 2 or 3 the stages out of the game. And that's what the kids got to understand. Like, hey, you got to fight through. You got, persevere. You got to see it through, and you got to see it through, and you got to keep fighting.
Yeah.
So that's part of life too. And so that's why I love the game of team sport of football, because it helps you in life.
Yeah.
Besides playing football on Friday nights.
For sure. And I would think, I look at the freshmen that we had that first year that we were here, and then looking at their growth going into their junior year and how much they've developed and grown as not only football players but as young men in general. And then you look at the kids that, like, you kind of start seeing more kids buy in. Like I had to change my junior going into senior year, and it was hard to get that buy-in to a brand new coach going into your senior year. But you start seeing kids like, okay, I see what you're looking for. I see what you're expecting of us, and they're able to buy into what you're asking of them, and not so like, it's different. I'm still feeling it out, not so much.
So what happens more time as a freshman, you still immature, you still trying to have fun, you trying to figure things out. And so as a freshman year, they go through this stage, then they can become a sophomore. Hey, I can play this game. Because a lot of times it might be fear, it might be weight room, it might be flexibility, it might be many ways of why they're not playing or why they're not being successful. Then once they start clicking and start developing as a unit, they start bonding. And so that's why the head coach he done a tremendous job as far as team bonding, team bonding, doing exercise for, hey, no, I'm not expecting the freshman to hang out with the senior, but when we have team events, football events like that, you do hang around, and then also you too, it's part of your brother. You know what I'm saying? When we all try to say people like that, we're not saying cliche, but we're not trying to say, hey, 4 years and you're done. No, it's a lifetime. Because because if we really brother, like we say, we're brothers, I want to be the guy at your wedding.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to be, the guy take trips with you. You and your family. Things like that. Because when we go beyond when it ends, it might end in high school, it might end in college, or it might end in the pros. Yeah. It's gonna end one day. And so that's what we do a good job for us. Why we keep hearing the hashtag the right away. Everything matters, accountability. And so you see a lot of hashtags like that, because we're not just walking the walk, we're doing the talk too, you know what I'm saying? Because we got to show, and it takes time. Everybody hates the process. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? But the process will, you'll start seeing results. You'll start seeing results after year 3.
Yeah. So in talking about that, we're doing a lot of things changing here. We're trying to change a lot of things in the field house, doing some things outside the field house. Can you touch on some of that stuff, maybe?
Yes. So one of the things we're doing is OP 90 for 90. So basically, it's just a renovation of what the alumni did before us came out here. I don't want to mess up the year, but you go on the website, go to the link of the website. Basically, what we're trying to do is we're trying to upgrade as far as painting, get the kids more morale when they come in the field house. They want to be here, because you got to think about it. You spend more time at the school versus at home. Because I'd rather be the student athletes here working out, you know what I'm saying, building young men to become great student athletes, building young men, you know what I'm saying, because one day they're going to be husbands, somebody husband, they're going to be fathers, you know what I'm saying, somebody fathers one day, and also they're going to be leaders, like far as in the leader work. So that's why we're trying to bring in the OP 90 for 90 and upgrade some of our facilities as far as new flooring, painting, television, for they can computers, laptops, for they can have. Because one thing about the school is, I love about the school is, you have washer and dryer here, so that they can wash the dryer clothes stuff here. They can do their homework here because the Wi-Fi school Wi-Fi never shuts down.
It's always on.
It's always on.
On.
Like Ocho always say, 7-Eleven's all open. Yeah. The school is always open as far as internet. Yeah. So we trying to get, you know what I'm saying, to make them feel more comfortable as far as being around their brotherhood, being around somebody, being around positive people. For we can't get that. So if y'all feel like counting your heart from corporations, like I said, we take from $1 always to $1 million. You cut $1 million, man. Hey, we work something out. So hey, it depends on where your budget is.
Sure.
So that's one of the things we're trying to do. And then also too, I'm talking about here is we have a youth camp. You go to onparkathletics.com, click on football, and you see camps. And we have a youth camp from 8 all the way to 14 as far as A gap. 8 to 14, yeah. So that'd be a good enough opportunity. It's no pads, but it's just teach the kids, you know what I'm saying, to have fun, but it's gonna be work as well too. Teach them the basics of football, how to tackle. Let them have fun, like little 7-on-7 games and things like that nature. So that's another avenue. And also too though is they meet some of the guys, because I remember I was coming up watching the older guys from me. You know, I like, man, one day I want to be like him when I get to high school. You think, because when you in elementary, you think everybody is 6'6", 6'8", because you know you're a little short person. And then you get like that, like, hey, I want to play like that. Then once you get to that level, get to high school, like, hey, I can play at this level.
Yeah, 100%.
It feels good to play at this level.
Yeah, you kind of find like those. I know as a younger kid going to camps myself, especially local camps. Like I remember I came here for a camp when I was maybe 7, and like you find some guys and you're like, okay, like I've seen them play on Friday night. Like you kind of not necessarily replicate what they do, but see them as a role model, right?
True.
Which is what we try to teach our kids, our student athletes, to be role models to younger kids or anybody else, even in the school. Kids should be trying to meet their they should be trying to do our expectations, and then obviously kids follow that, right? So yeah, we got our youth camp, OP 90 for 90, trying to renovate some things. Obviously we got the new stadium, so things are going in the right direction. Still got some things to work on, but we're getting some new stuff going on for the oldest school in Clay County, or second oldest school in Clay County.
And then also too though, it's like it bring the guys who's in the past, like the guys in school now. They're doing an amazing thing. We got a few guys that the last coaches did a great job as far as mentoring them guys, as far as in college like that. And so what we try to do is, when we say to upgrade the facility, like now it allows them to come back to a proper place, them to go spending money at the local gym membership. Now they can see the college kids or NFL guys that, hey, maybe one day if I put in some extra work, I can be like them.
Yeah.
And so that's the importance of, you know what I'm saying, giving back, you know what I'm saying, for the kids can see the next generation. Yeah. And then that's why the youth camp for our guys do a good job as far as leadership role in the community, and as far as the leadership role for they can see the younger elementary kids, see them, look up to them. And so it's a trend.
Yeah.
It's a cycle. And so that's what we're trying to do. Like I said, I'm happy we're very happy, you know, so what the administrator is doing here, and what the alumni has open arms up as far as giving out, you know what I'm saying, to these young men for they can be successful in the new wild 21st century, because right now 21st century is very with social media, it's way more when I came out, so yeah. So it's very challenging for them. But you know what I'm saying, but we're here to educate them through what's the next On Park Radio look like.
For sure, and we're doing that through social media, obviously starting the podcast up, and then we got our Twitter booming, Instagram booming. So if you follow us on any of those links, it's just OPHS_FB. You can find us on any social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, any of that stuff, right? So other than that, looking forward to next year, right? Do you have anything that you're looking forward to, or any ideas or hopes?
No, it's not really a hope, because you are about hope. You know what I'm saying? You're wishing.
Yeah, 100%.
So you know what I'm saying? Wishing. So right now, I brought my two best friends out right here. I know you can see on the camera right here. I brought my two friends out. This the one right here, the gold one. This the one in my high school. This the one I coach. And so I emphasize, like what I said about earlier, is what I'm looking for this year is telling the guys, man, or to make the playoff, it's the little things. Hey, if their parents were custodians here, would they put the trash in the trash can, or they'll play basketball and just leave it there? No. If you brick, you go out and do it again, shoot again, make sure you hit the basketball. Or if you can't shoot like me, I can't shoot anymore. So, you know, I call myself usually be a shooter. So I just pick the trash and put the trash. It's a little thing. So, like, if the coach tell them, man, hey, all locks to be locked, lock it up. Hey, your hands should be on the line. Hey, how many guys, you know what I'm saying, is sitting in front of class? If you need some help, don't even help. Don't be prideful.
Yeah.
Hey, teacher, can you explain to me when is your tutoring?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like I tell the kids all the time, I'd rather them to be here 7 days a week here versus, you know what I'm saying, not asking questions and everything. And so that's what we're looking for our next year is turn that page for the past, for the present, and the future can see, hey, let's keep this ball rolling before we can go out there and win state championships.
For sure, taking that next step and trying to get to the playoffs, and then obviously
Win the district,
resettling and handling stuff from there. Because I mean, that's a whole making the playoffs is a whole. After that, it's a whole different beast.
It's a whole different beast. Now it's the mindset of because we tell the kids all the time, it's 2 seasons.
Yep.
You got the little, it's 4 seasons. You got the preseason game that, you know, so you just tune up to say, hey, friends, you know, all your friends and your classmates and family. Then you have the first 5, you know what I'm saying, model. Then you got the second 5.
Yep.
All right, so you got 10 games right there, you know what I'm saying, to pray for the playoffs. Now the playoff come, hey, if you win, you keep playing, you lose, you're done.
Yep.
And so that's when it comes time to time is what are you gonna do when the adversity hits you? Are you gonna lay down or are you gonna get back up and fight?
Yeah.
It's the little things. Okay, we got a false start. That play is over with.
Yeah.
Hey, what are we arguing for? That play is over. Let's go again.
Yeah, teaching that mentality.
Teaching that mentality as far as like things gonna happen.
Yeah, you can't go back and change it.
You can't go back and change it.
You gotta
hey, let's learn from it. Let's keep on. Hey, our ref ain't calling the holding. Okay, so what?
Sure.
Hey, what Lamar Jackson said at the Ravens, nobody cares.
Yep.
What we're gonna do next play? Let's go.
100%.
That's next play. Hey, coach, I'm saying, you know, we're communicating now through football language. Hey, coach, I'm seeing certain things. We need to let's go make our adjustment. Let's go.
For sure.
And so that's a few of the things that, you know what I'm saying, to make the turnaround, to make it interesting. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for to take that next step like that. And then we have the guys, and we got some young guys coming in. Far as turn that page, because like I said, but it start with you alumni, family, friends, and corporation. OP 90 for 90. You know what I'm saying, to help us out, get us started.
For sure. Outside of football,
okay.
What hobbies do you find yourself in? Maybe something that you like more than others. Like some people like to buy shoes, collect shoes. What do you find yourself doing?
So kids always tease me. My guys always tease me, man. It's like, oh, coach, man, you country head, man, you from Memphis. I said, so my hobbies I do all the time, man. You know, try to catch a lake, because sometimes I need to deprogram myself from football and, you know, go fishing, because like fishing allows you to. You're not gonna catch everything, because my uncle always teases like that. We always have a saying, bring that to my mom, you know, my family is, if I go to the lake and I don't catch anything, I'm still gonna buy some fish and say I caught something.
Yeah, for sure.
And so fishing is for me, and any type of relaxation for a couple of days. After 48 hours, I need to get back to football. You know what I'm saying? I need to get back. I get the itch. I need to call somebody. The kids got to call me or something.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to step away.
Away.
We're here till 6, 7 o'clock some nights. So sometimes you just need to step away and take that break, and then get you the flow back into wanting to be there, or not necessarily. You didn't want to be there, but it makes you want to be there even more. So
correct.
Yeah, that break is always nice. But other than that, I don't got anything else unless you have anything.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to my song, man. You see me on my phone, man. Hey, I got to find my list, man, because I have my list. I always have my list out.
Well, while Coach Coby does that, again, op90for90.com is the website that anybody can go donate or look at what we're trying to do in the future for our renovations to the field house. The youth camp, you can go online on OPHS Athletics, find it there. All of our social media, like, comment, subscribe down below, all that.
And here's my list right here. I got Win by J Rock, Nobody Needs Nobody by Player Fly, Don't Make Me by 8-Ball MJG, Big League by Yo Gotti, Moneybag Yo, In There Tonight by Phil Collins, and also last Halloween Theme by Michael Myers. Because that's that Kobe Bryant, that killer, you know, that Mamba mentality. You gotta go out there like, come on, it's time to go out there and have fun. But thanks for having me on the show.
For sure, man.
I love enjoy it. Hey, if you see me, y'all see me in the school now, holla at your boy, Coach Coby.
All right, appreciate it, Coach Coby, and we'll catch y'all on the next episode.